Meanwhile, back at the workshop, everything was ready for the unusual train to set off to Sodor. Dowager Hat and the other visitors had come to have a ride in it. Percy was more excited than ever, but at the same time, he couldn't help worrying. What if something went wrong all of a sudden? Soon, everything was ready to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 8:55 express from the mainland to Sodor,
said Mater, making the announcement on his talkie-talkie.
This train is about to depart. Thank you so much for travelling with us. We appreciate that you have a choice of the unusual train company.
Mater, that's my job. I do the announcements. It's Paul, fumed Lightning crossly. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your steward speaking, whose train this is. We will shortly be departing towards the island of Sodor. Percy gave a toothless whistle. The train was on its way.
When to stop and when to go, these are things you have to know. When to start, when to break, choices that you have to make. To know what signals mean, where you're going, where you've been, where is straight, where to turn, all these things you have to learn. Get to know your navigation, handle every situation, every time you leave the station. Know you'll reach your destination. Get to know your navigation, handle every situation, every time you leave the station. Know you'll reach your destination. Over bridges, through the tunnel, smoke is streaming from your funnel, popping through the countryside, taking people on a ride. When you're driving down the road, you'll know where to take your load. If you're flying through the air, navigation gets you there. Get to know your navigation, handle every situation, every time you leave the station. Know you'll reach your destination. Get to know your navigation, handle every situation, every time you leave the station. Know you'll reach your destination. Get to know your navigation, handle every situation, every time you leave the station. Know you'll reach your destination. Get to know your navigation, handle every situation, every time you leave the station. Know you'll reach your destination. When you know a railway sign, you will get there every time. You won't get lost again. You'll know where and you'll know when. So get to know your navigation, handle every situation, every time you leave the station. Know you'll reach your destination. Get to know your navigation, handle every situation, every time you leave the station. Know you'll reach your destination.
The MP4FB is up and running. Let me talk you through my passengers. The man in front is just a man, but the man behind, that is the editor of Sodor Gazette. And I need to impress him because he's going to be reviewing this ride and we will go in tomorrow's edition.
Francesco thought that the best way of impressing the editor was to beat Percy and the cars to their destination, so he revved on as fast as he could. He soon caught up with them, but he couldn't get past because it was a single track, and they were waiting at the signal.
Even on the rails we had to wait for a train to go.
Just then, Percy wheezed lots of steam. Francesco was very cross.
Oh, mamma mia! The steam is spraying into the eyes of the editor of the Sodor Gazette. I'm really sorry about this.
Just then, the signal changed and the train revved off. Francesco decided to find a set of points so he could get past, but there were 2 design faults. He couldn't see where he was going backwards, and 2, his reverse gear wasn't working properly.
Blast!
With Francesco standing still, the others decided they had time to stop at the next station.
Ladies and gentlemen, we arrived at the station, and apologies for the hold-up at the signal.
Mater, stop doing the announcements, that's my job!
Ladies and gentlemen, we are just pulling into the station, in case you might want to stretch your legs perhaps, or maybe have a walk.
So the passengers got out to stretch their legs. Down at your hat came to speak to Percy.
What japes, Percy? This is a good train so far. Keep it up. Thank you, Mom, Percy puffed. I can't wait to see the other engine's faces when we see what we've done. This is the best thing I've ever done.
Meanwhile, further back down the line, Francesco found a set of points so he could change to the other track. And soon he was on his way.
Now let's go and hunt down Lightning McQueen.
Francesco revved down the track as fast as he could with his MP4 FB. He soon passed them at the next station.
What the?
Francesco? Gasped Lightning.
Bust my buffers! How did he do that?
Gasped Percy. Francesco revved on faster and faster.
The Formula train is invincible.
He was sure he would win now. But there was trouble ahead. Diesel was on the same track as Francesco. He was about to shunt his trucks into the siding before heading back to the smelter's yard to be part of Diesel 10's plan. Francesco didn't see him until it was too late.
Brace! Brace!
Francesco stopped, with his front wing just a few inches from Diesel's buffers.
Some oils are leaking out, and I think the editor of Sodor Gazette might have soiled himself. Oh, mamma mia!
It wasn't long before Lightning and the others caught up with him.
Hey, buddy, look!
Cried Mater. What is it, Mater? Oh, wait a minute!
Since this station closed down, you can often see trains racing past without stopping.
Hey guys, said Lightning, why don't we all just back off and have a bit of a gloat? So they did.
Right, well I think that covers the lecture. I'm just a lecturer on this station. Right, well, we'll be on our way now.
Adieu, Francesco. Bye!
Oh, the Diesel indignity, groaned Diesel. Percy, Lightning and Mater are now certain of beating Francesco back to Sodor. But soon, things began to go wrong. They hit a big bump around the bend and everything in the buffet car flew into the air. But that wasn't the only thing that went wrong.
Ladies and gentlemen, please brace yourself. The incompetent steward is about to pour caffeine coffee into your crouch,
said Mater. For crying out loud, Mater, stop making the announcements, that's my job. I'm a steward. You Paul, I steward. Lightning fumed crossly.
I'm a front engine, so he makes the announcements. That's the way it works,
Mater fumed back. They were so busy arguing, but they didn't notice that a buffet car was about to catch fire. A damp cloth had landed on the cooker while it was cooking food, and it started to burn through the soggy cloth. Meanwhile, Francesco was back in the hunt, and it wasn't long before he could smell the smoke and saw what happened.
Oh dear, it appears my rivals have a bit of a problem. Hey, Percy, your train is on fire.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
All right. Fire. Hey, you two! The train's on fire!
cried Percy. The two vehicles were surprised.
Well, I best to be off. Good luck trying to put it out.
And Francesco carried on its way. By the time he arrived at the station, it was now dark. It was now night time. But Francesco felt very pleased with himself.
I'm pretty sure that there'll be a big welcome awaiting for me.
But when he pulled into the station, no one was about. Everyone had gone home to bed. But Francesco didn't mind. He was very pleased at how the journey went that day. And he felt quite confident too.
And with today's trip, I'm pretty sure I've got this competition in the bag.
Meanwhile, back at the smelting shed, Diesel had just arrived. He had taken a shortcut from his siding after his encounter with Francesco and had arrived a few minutes early before Francesco arrived at the station.
Okay, Diesel 10, what was it you want me to do?
That blue tricky tank engine Thomas have found out what's going on, explained Professor C. So we're going to take cover until tomorrow. But in the meantime, you'll have to take over from me and act as if that you kidnapped an engines so they get sent you away and we'll be safe and kidnap Thomas tomorrow. Do you think you could do that?
No problem. Anything to get off this ridiculous railway, purred Diesel.
A few minutes later, Thomas, Emily, Finn and Holly were outside the smelting shed. Okay, when we go in there, we get the engines ready and then we'll get out. But we're going to keep an eye for any Diesel so we can capture them and tell the Fat Controller about it. Okay, let's go in, said Thomas. I just hope we don't get caught ourselves.
Me too,
quivered Emily. And the two engines puffed into the smelting shed. And there they found the engines. Ah, Thomas, Emily, thank goodness you've come to rescue us. We were hoping you would come, added Stepney. No problem, said Thomas. Now let's get you out of here. Wait, Thomas, there's something you should know, cried Toby. You can thank us later, Toby. Right now, we gotta get out of here. So when the engines got fired up, they were all ready to go. Just then, Diesel purred in.
Hey, what are you two steamiest doing to my kidnapped engines?
Diesel, when did you get here? Gasped Toby.
Never you mind that, purred Diesel.
You're under arrest for kidnapping engines, Diesel, said Finn McMissile. You're not going to take me, Finn. I'm not going to, eh? And he purred fast as he could. All the Diesels, like Diesel, are now fitted with turbos inside. Let's get out of here! After him! Cried Thomas. And the engines assembled together and they all set off after Diesel as fast as they could. Gordon, James and Henry were at the junction getting ready to block one of the Diesels. When Diesel shot past. And then the engines charged in. We've got the engines, but Diesel is getting away, cried Thomas. But there was no need to catch him. Lightning, Percy and Mater were at Marin Station. The carriage had just been put out after that fire.
But listen, puffed Percy, if you ignore the fire and a noise, and in fact the passengers have already gone to the hotel until the show starts.
What, you mean apart from all that innocent sounding success?
Yes,
puffed Percy. We came up with something new and remarkable and brilliant. Just then, they heard a purring noise.
Oh no, I can't let them see me,
cried Percy, and he puffed into the shed. Percy, come out and help and move the train out of the way, cried Lightning. But it was too late to do that. In no time the Fat Controller arrived. He must cross. After all your tricks in the past, Diesel, this one takes the biscuit. You're really in for it this time. For your punishment, I'm giving you a maximum penalty. You're going to be forbidden from this railway for 5 months. Oh great, at least I can get away from you lot, purred Diesel. The others stared crossly at Diesel, but Thomas was still puzzled. He wasn't sure if it was Diesel or Diesel 10 that kidnapped the engines. James, you can take Diesel to the docks, as you didn't stop him in time. But sir, I was fully prepared. Really useful engines, don't argue, James. Just do it. Yes, sir, sighed James crossly. Thomas was looking at Lightning and Mater's train. What's going on here? He asked. We were trying to create an unusual train to enter a competition, explained Lightning. Thomas looked at the train, including a destroyed brake van and the burnt buffet car. By the looks of it, it almost looked like you're trying to make a heap of scrap for the scrapyard, he teased, and he began to chuckle. Percy heard Thomas and began to feel upset. Tears rippled from his eyes. It felt like Thomas didn't feel like he's his best friend anymore. That made Percy feel hurt, and he didn't want to hear any more, so he raced away as fast as he could. What's that shuffling noise? Asked Thomas. That was Percy. He was helping us, explained Lightning. Oh no! He must have heard my joke. Wait, Percy, wait! I wasn't joking, I didn't mean it. But Percy had already chuffed away, weeping. Well, back to the old drawing board, sighed Lightning. They have to think of another idea before tomorrow. Emily puffed up alongside Thomas. Nice work, Thomas. We captured the train napper. Yeah, sighed Thomas sadly. What's the matter? She asked. Thomas explained everything that had happened between him and Percy. Oh, I see. Well, don't worry, I'm sure Finn and Holly will find him. No, I'm going to find him. It's my fault. But you've got to let others help, replied Emily. We're all good at different things, you know. That's why we make a great team, just like you and Percy. Well, not at the moment. No one seems to be bothered about Percy at the moment, so I'm not giving up. And Thomas raced away to find him. Oh, Thomas, Emily puffed sadly. Percy puffed along the line. He stopped in the middle of the track far away from the junction. He didn't want anyone to see him, but he felt a bit scared in the dark. Not scared, not scared, not scared, not scared, not scared. Then he heard a strange sound. Scared! Cried Percy, and he raced away. But it was only an owl making a noise, but Percy didn't know. Thomas whistled and searched for Percy. Oh, Percy, I'm really sorry. If only I could apologise to you properly wherever you are. He puffed sadly, thinking about the memories he had with Percy in the past.
Now I know you're safe here in my heart. You will always be with me. We'll never be apart.
Never knew how strong my love could be. You're the one I waited for. Now you're home. I believe love survives beyond our lives.
I feel those ties growing stronger.
Growing stronger.
Love survives the tears we cry. Yes, love
Yes, love
survives it all.
desire.